once again, everybody. This is Country Yossi. Welcome to the Country Yossi Show, broadcasting live from 30th Avenue in Borough Park with my country compadre Heshy, the wonder-child Wolfish. And with us live via telephone, we are going to a very special guest on the show tonight, Mr. Rabbi Nachman Seltzer. The name sounds familiar. Nachman, welcome to the Country Yossi Show.
Thank you, Country Yossi.
Okay, it's great to speak to you. A lot of people recognize your name from all the books that you've written, your Hamodia column on a regular basis, but those of us in the music business know, appreciate, and admire you for the great work you've done with the Shira Chadasha Choir. We want to talk about that here tonight. By the way, a lot of people think that you're probably sitting in the Plaza Hotel in a comfortable sofa. Where are you right now as we speak?
Right now, this second, I'm standing in the Atlanta International Airport, Country Yossi.
What are you doing there?
Well, I had to go to Chicago for a wedding of a Talmud, and now I'm on my way back home to Eretz Yisrael. So, calling you from the airport.
We caught you in between flights, huh?
That's right.
Okay, it's a pleasure to speak to you. We've been listening to the CD. We're going to share it with our audience. Tell us a little bit about this new CD that you just put out.
Before I get into that, I have this theory, Country Yossi, that I think people don't make CDs for the reasons we think they make CDs. We think they make them because they have all this creative urge and they need to get their music out there. Mm-hmm. I think the reason they make CDs is because they like you and they want to be on your show.
Never thought of it that way, but
they're like, how can I spend time with Country Yossi? I have a great idea. I'll make a CD, and I'll be on the show. There it is.
Well, with a CD like this, you don't need any excuses. You'd be on the show no matter who was hosting it. It's unbelievable. I mean, we have a big write-up in the magazine coming out this Friday that explains behind the scenes what goes on and how why this is so unusual and so different. But I'd like to hear it from you. Like, what went into putting together these particular songs on this CD? You have 3. This is number 4.
Yes, so this is number 4. We started with a Chakilo in 2005, moved on to Arevim in 2008. We did the Hanukkah CD last year, and now we're following up with the Torah CD 2011. And this CD, I think, is the best one so far. It has songs that I composed 7 years ago, songs I composed on the way to the studio after the album was almost finished. A really great mixture of songs.
So when it comes to creativity, you're not limited to the literary, you're also involved in music, and not only that, you produced this whole CD. How many kids are in this choir?
Well, we got 2 branches. We have a branch in Ramat Beit Shemesh with about 50 kids.
Wow.
And a branch in Yerushalayim with about 20 kids. So we had about 70 kids in the choir, give or take.
Wow. That's amazing. And how do you choose these kids?
So, I have kids calling me up all the time. It was actually pretty funny. I told Nachum this morning, I got a call. I was listening to my messages, and I get this message from this lady who lives in Modi'in. Mm-hmm. And she says that she was in New York for a wedding, and her kid, Yossi Newman, heard her son sing.
Yeah.
And he was blown away. He said, if this kid stays in New York, we might start soloist, he said. She's like, well, we don't live in New York. Slight, technical problem. What should we do?
Yeah.
He's like, well, why don't you get in touch with Nachman Seltzer in Israel?
Oh, man.
So that was really nice of Yossi. We were, in yeshiva in Tehran, we were, he slept on one side of the hall, I was on the other side of the hall. So we actually know each other from back in yeshiva.
Uh-huh.
But that was really nice. And, we're going to try him out when I get back to Israel.
So are you a Rebbe in the yeshiva? What do you do?
I'm in the mirror in the morning. I teach in different places. I taught in OJ for a few years, taught in Netzach for a few years. I teach in different seminaries. Yeah.
Wow. There's one song on here that's very unusual. Hadron, it's called, number 11.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about how you got to write that song.
The Hadron is this is like the kernel of the album. It's a very, very special song because, the choir, one of the earliest performances we did was at the Siyam Mashas in Yerushalayim, in B'nai Ha'omah. And I'm sitting, I don't know if you ever, in B'nai Ha'omah, but if you're on the stage, there's seats on top of the stage and the back of the stage. You can look down on the stage from the behind the stage. Mm-hmm. Very interesting. I've never seen that in any other hall. And I'm sitting there with the choir, and Rav Nosson Tzvi Finkel, the Rosh Shiva of Mir, is addressing the Olam. And everybody knows Rav Nosson Tzvi is not a healthy man. And when you hear him talk, it's very, very special because it's hard for him. Mm-hmm. And the message he says, it goes into your heart precisely because it's not easy for him. And you see his Mesiras Nefesh every time he opens his mouth. Mm-hmm. And he said that the most beautiful words that a Jew could say are Hadron Alach Talmud Bavli. And this came after the Kalev Rebbe Shlita, who got up, and we all know he's a Holocaust survivor, and he asked the crowd to stand up and say after him, Baruch Shem Kvad Mechutz L'Olam Va'ed. There were 6,000 people on their feet, screaming out, Baruch Shem Kvad Mechutz L'Olam Va'ed. And then the Rosh Hashiva says the most beautiful words that he could say, Hajj Lecha Talmud Bavli. And I said, it touched me, and I said, this is a song. The most beautiful, and why is it? It's not just that we all have to do with Daf Yomi, being, I write for Art School, the Art School Torah Revolution, and it brought Gemara, it brought the ability to learn Daf Yomi, Gemara to every single Jewish person. And the whole family's involved in it. Right. The wives push the husbands to go to learn, the kids are proud to see the father learning. The whole family, whole Klal Yisrael is involved, and that's Hadron. It represents this idea of God's Klal Yisrael learning on a daily basis. Everywhere you go, every shul has a Daf Yomi. Every place you go, in the airport, on the buses, in the trains, you see people learning Daf Yomi.
Right. Wow. All right, I can't wait to hear it. Let's do it right now. Hesh, press the magic button, and let's listen to Nachman Seltzer's.
We call upon the Rosh Hashiva of Yeshivas Mir, Mereinu, Hagoyin Rav Nosson Tzvi Finkel Shlita, to address the Olam.
Hadron Alecha, Talmud Bavli. Whoever heard such beautiful words, such sweet words? Hadron Alecha, Talmud Bavli.
That's from the new CD, Shira Chadasha Boys Choir, HaTorah. We're speaking with Nachman Seltzer. We'll be back with him right after these important words from our Gavaldiga sponsors.
Country, Yossi.
Okay, we're back here with the Country Yossi Show. We're speaking via telephone with producer, songwriter, author extraordinaire, Nachman Seltzer. His new CD, Shira Chadasha Boys Choir. It's called HaTorah. We're going to listen to that Fabulous cut. But first, are you back with us?
I am back with your country.
Nachman, okay. What if I wanted to hear the choir perform? Where would I go?
In Israel?
Yeah, or here. Any plans?
In America, we were there a few months ago. We did the Shweki concert in the Beacon.
Oh.
And before that, we did Paris and London with Yaakov. And so it was an interesting year. But other than that, you can see us from Tzvat to Eilat, basically.
Wow.
We performed all over the country. This was past Chol Hamoed Pesach, 3 concerts in hotels in Yerushalayim alone. And Baruch Hashem, a little bit here and there.
Uh-huh. So you put out a CD every year or so? Is that the...
I don't know if there's a rule,
Nobody wrote the book yet.
It is what it is, country.
As the songs come to you?
As they said, I got Mikabel Chulam and Shema Hashem I made about 7 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And then Oz Yashu, which I call the mikvah song, because I made it when I was walking up from the mikvah on Erev Shabbos. That was like 2 years ago. And then Ilo Finu, which we're going to hopefully listen to, I made that on the way to the studio like 2 months, a few months ago. So there's no real, klal over here. It's what happens.
So these songs come to you in a blitz, or you sit down and I got to write 3 songs this week. How does that work?
No, usually they come to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
But when you have like something you want to do or a project, usually then the ideas come.
Mm-hmm.
So but right now I'm thinking of the next project already, and a bunch of ideas are coming. So.
Yeah, what's the next project, if you may give us a little hint?
Well, it has to do with certain... you know what? How about we go to the next question?
Next question. He doesn't want to reveal that he's running for president, kind of thing.
Right? Yeah, that's right. Me and Obama.
Yeah.
The debate.
Okay, so you're in the airport. You're in between flights. Heard about all the excitement that was going on in Israel last night with that plane, right?
Yeah, I didn't get the end of the story.
Baruch Hashem, it landed safely. There were 100 ambulances standing by with HaTorah.
Yeah.
Baruch Hashem, nobody was hurt. There was a mamish anais.
Thanks to that wonderful news.
Yeah. Listen, tell me a little bit more about Al HaTorah. I want to listen to that song. And tell us, how did this come to you?
Al HaTorah. So Al HaTorah, there's no particular story about Al HaTorah. The song came, and I liked it a lot. And there's no real... story about this.
No, you didn't put it in the oven for like a couple of years?
No, this song, it came. I loved it. It's like one of my favorite songs. And everything really clicked, when a song clicks.
Yeah.
The soloists clicked, the harmonies clicked, everything, the music arrangement clicked, which, by the way, we're bringing with the CD, we're bringing a new name into the Jewish music world. David Epstein from Ramat Beit Shemesh is an amazing arranger. And it's my pleasure to bring him, to introduce him to mainstream Jewish music. And he's a really wonderful guy.
How'd you find him? Where'd you find him?
He lives in Ramat Beit Shemesh.
Oh.
And I got to know him. He has a studio called Shemesh Music.
Mm-hmm.
And he's really, really a talented guy, a great midos, an amazing person to work with. And we recorded the studio in his album. He arranged the album.
All right, so this is it, Hesh. Press the button. Let's give a listen to Al HaTorah, title cut from the brand new Shira Chadasha CD. Shira Chadasha Boys Choir. Nachman, that is unbelievable.
Thank you.
I'm listening with headphones. Heshy's smiling, banging on the table. I mean, the production is like unreal. I never heard such sound. Hesh, what do you say? You're the maven.
I'll tell you, this is fabulous sound you got here. This is a studio where? In this guy's house? I mean,
he has a studio in Ramat Beit Shemesh, next off his house. Yeah.
That's just fabulous sound. Really. How did he do the instrumentation? You had guys come in and play all this stuff.
He actually arranged it. We have musicians from around the world.
Really?
Yeah, we got a saxophone player in Washington State. We have a piano player in New York. We have a violinist in like the South.
And they all email and send you their...
It's amazing what you can do today over the internet. It's
absolutely
incredible.
Nachman, you did a great job on this song, on this album. You should have a lot of hatzlacha with it. I'm sure you will, because it raises the bar of what Jewish music should sound like.
Baruch Hashem.
And it's really geschmack to listen to. That word comes to mind, Hesh. Geschmack,
That's a nice word, geschmack.
Geschmack in the ginnim, it's really like a pleasure to listen to.
And the kids, terrific voices.
Wow, what
terrific
voices.
Yeah.
Well, you did it all now, so I want to thank you for joining us here tonight. Any final comments?
Having me.
Any final comments, Nachman?
You know what they say, a lot of times I'm walking down the street and I meet people that say, Nachman, I saw your new book in the store. And I say, and? And?
Yeah.
So we did everything. We really, Baruch Hashem, invested a lot, and it was great and a lot of fun. And now we need everybody to get out to that store and get a copy.
Yes.
Say, this is an awesome CD. I vouch for it, guys. Really worth it.
This is great. Now, right before the summer, after Sphera, as you drive up, you're going to be playing this a whole summer.
The camps should be using these songs, and Color War, the theme song, and blah, blah, blah. These are the rocking songs,
Yes, this is it.
Ezras Hashem will send us siyata d'shmaya.
Amen. And if you want to read more about Nachman and the CD, Country Yossi magazine coming out this Friday, and you'll read all about it. Nachman, Hatzlacha Rabba, have a safe trip, and look forward to speaking with you again.
Okay, thank you, Country.
Thank you, Nachman Seltzer. We'll be back with more of the Country as a show after these important words from our Gavaldiga sponsors.
He'll make you laugh, he'll make you smile. Sit back and relax.
Oh, we've been hot by the clock already. Wow. Just when we started having fun. All right, that's it for tonight. We'll do it again next week at Mi'etz Hashem. Don't forget this Friday, Country Yossi Family Magazine, Shavuos issue coming out. So look for it all over the place, all over the 5 boroughs, up in Muncie, and wherever else we can get it out there. Want to thank Heshy for a great job once again behind the board. Want to thank all the callers. Want to thank Nachman Seltzer for joining us on the phone, talking about his brand new CD.
I have to say, I was very impressed with this.
All right, isn't that something special?
I'm going to take this home and listen to the entire thing.
Hey, I'm taking it home.
Sorry, I got it first. I have to say, I'm amazed by the quality of these kids' voices.
Yeah.
There's so much talent out there today.
60-kid choir. I think that's probably the largest choir out there, isn't it? 60
Pleasure to
kids?
listen to. Pleasure to listen.
Most of them are like 30, 40, maybe 50, but 60?
Wow.
I'm thinking of making a Country Yossi choir.
Yeah,
Country Yossi Tabernacles Choir. We perform only in Sukkot. And on Chalamoid Sukkot. And we stand on top of the sukkah when we perform,
Sounds like a plan.
All right, until we meet again, Country Yossi reminding you, V'yahavta l'reacha kamoich. I'll see you in the shtibel. Bye, bye, be ready. Good night, Tata. Love you.
Cancel the evil decree.